In the part 1 of this video, we made this application. You are seeing the interface where we laid the foundation of building a barcode scanning application for a grocery store or something like that. Really, so in this video, we are this video is the concluding part of that video where you see how how your phone or the scanner, let's call it that way, can fetch records just quickly without typing anything, but by just using your phone to scan. So we've built a database. We've submitted some products in that video, and we'll be seeing that shortly. You'll be seeing the backend shortly to see how our data were stored and how the retrieval would be done. Let's log in into our backend, which is Google Worksheet. Right, this is our backend. This is our store. We have pizza, balm, supplement, bagels, and blender. These are the product ID that was scanned, and we fed the other information via Powerapps. So let's go back and do some more enhancement. Let's create a blank form. Right, this is our setup page. We use that in the first video to load in all the items into the database. So right here, let's call this product search or product list, and do we really need another sheet? I think that's fine. Text input for our search. To centralize that well. And let's get this kind of a fade color. To fade. Right, I think that's fair enough. Should clear this. We could actually put a placeholder in that place and say like a search, like a watermark under that. You could get that from the properties window. And let's get a barcode reader again. I think instead of having to format again, let's just go and copy from the existing button. Right, so we don't have to start changing colors and all that, size and all the properties. Okay, that's just a caveat, because barcode will not work on your PC, and it's just giving me the warning. Now let's do a gallery control. It's a ready-made control for listing items. So it's like a table container or list container. Okay, so these are just templates. These are just default values which we are going to be changing. So as soon as we set the items, the data source to our table, the control by itself picked some fields from our data source. So that's the manufacture date, and let's expand that because we'll be listing all the items in the line. Let's just give this some color. Okay, let's leave it at that for now. Let's just do some little fancy and layout. You see that by default that has already grabbed the expiry date and the manufacture date for us. So we're going to do the remaining bit of it by creating placeholders for the rest of the values. I mean for the rest of the properties of our products. So let's pick a label. That's quite big. That's pretty too small. Let's do just take that off the way. And need to increase that a bit. I think 14 is fair. And of course, we've got the expiry date. We're just creating the label for it. That bit looks tiny. Okay. Let's copy and paste that. As I'm moving items in this box, just to ensure that that box is selected, that first list is selected. That's like the influencer of the rest of the lines. So anything that applies to that particular first line is going to affect the rest of the lines. That's how great Powerapps works. So this is for the manufacture date. We need some kind of more space there. Stretch this a bit. Let's move this backwards. Okay, kind of. Okay. Want to make that bold. So bold. Okay, let's copy that. Apply it to manufacture date as well. Let's change this to product name. Falling out of place. Okay, take this to manufacturer. That needs to move. Okay. Product, so this item, the product name, right? You see how the name has cascaded to uniquely to every part of the grid every part of the gallery. Then I think we have price. Okay, product ID first. Here's the product ID. It's the product ID for transparency. Product ID right there. And let's get the price. Let's copy and paste. I think it's important we blow that a bit. Whatever it is that you choose. USD, card, yen, GBP. Okay, let's make the price more pronounced. Okay, let's make this blue. For the love of blue. Let's change that color now. Doesn't look too. In any case, this is just a demo. You can decide what colors, what effects, what user experience you want to enhance with. Okay, so now we want to scan into that box. So whatever is scanned goes into that box, and we use that box, the content of that box, to filter what the list will be containing. So that's the idea here. So if nothing is scanned, this if that text box is blank, if the item code text box is blank, then just list everything in so-called stores. Else filter by that code. Filter so-called stores. That is where product ID equals txt item code dot text. And let's close the parentheses. Right, and let's close that again for the if. Okay, let's save. Always good to save. Saving saves life. Okay, now let's do some more tweak. Let's give some few tweak to our front end. So when you click on the login, what does it do? Okay, it goes to product reg. Then so let's have a home page where once the user logs in, it goes to the home page first. Then the user can decide whatever he wants to do. Do you want to add additional products, or you want to search for certain products? Now we're no longer going directly to the product registration screen on login. So after logging in, we should be landing on the home page where the user decides. The screen is bare. Right, navigate here, back home, product setup. Great, back home, search item, and we are here. Great, great, great. So we've got our scanned codes right there. Let's copy and search. Right, search. You see that it's rather than scrolling for case where you have millions of items, you don't have to start scrolling and searching. So this is just for the demonstration on the system to test and establish that our search is working as expected. In the real time of it, we'll be using the scan button, but of course it doesn't work on PC. So we'll publish our app, we publish it, and we load it from the mobile device. Okay, got here, leave. Let's put leave here so that on clicking the icon, it takes us, that's the logout. That will represent the logout button or the logout action. Okay, that's good there. Just give it fair color. And what action follows? Just navigate back to the login page. Cover right. Just to save. Okay. Just copy. And here too, we should be able to get out from here. So let's test our navigations. Login, search item, home, product item, log out, and that's it. And that's it. So let's publish our application, and then we test again in a few minutes from the mobile phone. Okay, let's look for the list of our products. So we've got our products here. So let's search. Right, it's brought our supplement. Let's scan something else. That's it. So let's try to scan an item. Let's try to scan something else. So we never added this to our system, so it's not going to find anything. Jump on the bagels is finished. Can't find it back again. And done pizza, bam. That's that. So that's what it is. That's what it is. That's the end of this video. If you have got value for this content, please do well to subscribe and like and share and put on the notification icon so that when new contents are released, you'll be notified. Thank you. And if you missed the part 1 of this particular thread content, you could go back to the channel and search for Barcode and other contents, and you'll be happy. Thank you.